Shalom.
We are the Isupk coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, at the Commander General Yohana.
That's right.
And today's topic is the what was the title that you said?
Things to remember during the race war.
Things to remember during the time of the race wars. You know, we can be a real forgetful people. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it's certain things that we really need to hold on to, that we really need to think about and meditate upon, you know, because we see the same things, you know, just like the scriptures say, it's nothing new under the sun. Everything that's been done before is going to be done again. And we can see the build up now.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Now, one important thing that we need to understand is this. Let's go into Psalms chapter 17. And it's verse 13.
Psalms 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
Now, King David, what's he doing? He's saying a prayer right here also. He's saying a prayer for the Lord to destroy the enemies. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
To cast them down, but they come up against us unjustly. Go ahead, read more on that, sir.
Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Wait a minute. It said the wicked is what?
Is thy sword.
The wicked is the sword of the Lord. Because what does the Lord do? He uses one nation to punish another. One wicked nation to punish another wicked nation. But he has a chief sword that he's using on the earth right now, which is a white man, who's of course he's using to break all the world in pieces. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And also too, when it said about Esau, by the sword shalt thou live.
That's right.
And then even when you couple that with Revelations, when it goes into the rider on the red horse that had a great sword in his hand. And that sword causes him to be able to turn nation against nation. You know, nation against nation, he funds both sides, he funds both of them with weapons.
That's right.
He puts drugs into their kingdoms. You see what I'm saying? He pushes democracy into their kingdoms and just tears them up just on every level. Morally, you know, through combat, disease, drug addiction, Christianity, you know, being one of the real chief ones, you know, up there above some of the other ones that I just named.
That's right.
But that's what he does, and he does the same damn thing to us. But see, now during the time of the riots, you had black communities. That is your power base. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's your power base. Your community, you know, you being tight together. You know what I'm saying? That is a power base right there. Now, you had people in the riots in St. Louis that lived on one side of the track, which was us, and white people lived on the other side. Now there was many of us going over to that side because now, I mean, think about it. I mean, it's kind of dumb when you really think about it. Now we know that these white people have a strike going on, you know, like a labor strike, where they don't feel that they're being treated good.
Right.
So now we see that, and we think, well, we'll take the cheap price, and we'll go over there, and we'll make a life for ourselves. When you already had a life on the other side of the track. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why, you know, read that second part of that scripture again.
Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Now, when those people crossed over and went into the lands of where all of them white people was to find work and wanted to move over there, what were they doing? They're tearing up their own community. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. They're
tearing up their own damn community because what will they start to do? They will sever themselves and they'll feel like they're better than the people that live on the white people live on the other side of the track because they're now mingled among whites.
And if I could, that's a heavy point that we're talking about something that happened in 1917 in East St. Louis. The same thing's still going on today in 2017, 100 years later. This is the 100-year anniversary of this event, the 100-year remembrance of this event that happened in 1917. It's funny we're doing a class on it and going over it now because this is exactly 100 years later. And what you see today, you see black men and black women get rich and go move in white neighborhoods, making their neighborhood weak, making their people weak. Just like it was back then. It's heavy that he's bringing that out like this and that this is all going down like this. Because this is exactly 100 years later and it's the exact same thing. Get an NBA contract, move to the white neighborhood.
Right.
When he should have a mansion in the black neighborhood.
Right.
He should be renting out property in the black neighborhood, opening up businesses in the black neighborhood.
Right.
His money, his dollar will stretch far more if he was in a black neighborhood opposed to if he in a white neighborhood where his money, he damn near a regular citizen now, even though he make millions.
Right. And these people, you know, are so simple that they think that they're going to be able, and them going and becoming rich in white people's neighborhoods could probably be the worst damn thing that could happen for them. Because they see you prospering in their neighborhood where they're at, or their side of town, or whatever, and they're not. You see what I'm saying? So what's that's going to make them want to do to you? And we also have to look at this from a defense perspective also. Defensively, it doesn't make any damn sense.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? To go up among them and see, we're not like the Chinese. Because see, the Chinese, they'll break off from China. They'll come to America. They'll set up Chinatowns. But they'll still do business. There will still be a pipeline going from Chinese America to the China overseas. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
There will still be a pipe. They will still, do business over there. They will still stick with the language. They'll be China men in America. They'll even wear the same damn clothes. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
The people in China to where Chinatown, USA don't look any damn different from China, Beijing.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? But us, what we'll do this. We'll separate from, what the group that we prospered at. I mean, we did this stuff all throughout Black Wall Street and all of these places, these cities where we thrived and prospered and all of that. We'd go around white people, just to be among them. We would sever ourselves from where we was getting wealthy at.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? To be a customer among them. You see, and that's a damn shame right there.
That's right.
So now, when race wars do break out, you're sitting duck. You got to get your old shotgun or whatever and trying to feed your family when you should be with your power base, which is your nation of people. You see what I'm saying? That's your world. Your world is great. Why need another one? Why go be a stranger in somebody else's world? You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And also a point that I want to bring out too is only the people that were inside the black community in St. Louis had the strength to fight. They were the only ones that really had the strength to fight back. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Now, the ones that were on it, they tried to defend themselves a little bit as much as they could, but they really didn't have the heart to fight when they were out there. Because see, when you join with white people, this is one of the reasons why white people why the government wants to sit there and mix up all the neighborhoods. Because if he knows he'd do that and mingle you among all the poor whites, you're going to be weak.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? It's hard to fight somebody you're in love with. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't going to be able to fight them with the fierceness that you can fight an enemy with. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
But they're not in love with you. And they will slaughter and kill you from the hatreds of old. From the hatreds from thousands of years ago. They'll hit you with that type of ferociousness.
That's right.
Because they have a sense of who they are. You see what I'm saying? And a sense of who you are. While us, on the other hand, we just want to love, want to love everybody and all of that.
And if I could, you bring out a heavy point, what you said earlier. The fact that you saying it's better, like there's a scripture, a precept that says it's better to have to basically live in a shack that's yours than dine in another man's table.
Right.
You see, you better off with a little shack that's yours than to be dining at a rich man, somebody else's table.
That's right.
These same blacks, Hispanics, and Americans that get rich, get money, get wealth, get power, and then run to the white man's neighborhood, run to the white man's community, and set up shop there, they could be living like kings amongst their own people.
Right.
That's the problem. A lot of brothers was living like kings amongst their own people, but it still wasn't good enough because they didn't have that white. They wasn't allowed in that white neighborhood. They didn't have what the white man had. So therefore, does the scripture say, "Don't be jealous over the heathen," or don't
envy not thou
the oppressor? They still didn't have exactly what the white man had.
Right.
It wasn't as much money as the white community. You a rapper, you ain't gonna make as much money if you only rap black. But if you throw some rock and roll in your rap, right, like Lil Wayne, and throw some guitar and some skateboard music and some skinny jeans and start going around like and doing like that, attracting white people, you'll make even more money.
Right.
That's what it be about. They feel like they can make more money once they join with this white world, as opposed to just being a king with yours in your own world.
Right. Right.
In your own house.
That's right. And see, and that type of, with you being a king in your own house, now you can have the mind to really defend something. You'll see them as the enemy. So if it came down to it, you would be able to fight them with that type of fierceness. You see what I'm saying? As they coming in with you with it, you'd be able to match their aggression. But when you mingle among them and you seeking to be approved by them, you're not going to fight them with that same ferociousness. You're going to fight them with the heart of a broken-hearted lover. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
With a broken, with a person that was just emotionally hurt and damaged and still want to seek the approval of them. And you can't win like that. You'll never win that way. You fighting on pure emotion. And the bottom line of these brothers and sisters that do that is not even to win. It's just to be loved. You see what I'm saying? That's why Martin Luther King had them march through cities where they would get hit all upside their heads with rocks and all of that. And they sat there thinking, eventually, we just keep on. Eventually it's going to get hard. And they're just going to have to accept us. What type of philosophy? What does that teach your children?
That's right.
That teach your children just to be meat for every damn body. That's it. Any more on that?
Yeah. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world.
Now, all of those people that were slaughtered like that, they were the hand that the Lord was using. You see what I'm saying? Because the Most High made a division between us and them.
That's right.
And when he sped up, he go ahead and let them have their way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The council in heaven, he's like, let them go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And then they get to carry out all the fury. And see, what made it so bad, also there was a buildup. They should have heeded the signs of the buildup. Now, remember too that it was a story in that to where, they said the woman came from wherever she came from, and went there, and it mentioned her, and said she went there with her husband and children. So the way that he worded that was pretty much saying she was in the lead. You see what I'm saying? Because the focus was on her. And they killed her husband and children in front of her. And then scalped her or something like that. Yeah. And left her for dead or something to that nature. Now, don't listen to your women.
That's right.
They talk about loving everybody. Because you got those same kind of sisters right now. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And if you say that you don't, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be attached to white people like that. Oh, you just don't want anything. Mm-hmm. They'll come like that. You just don't want to have nothing.
Yeah, they'll come to you and say, "Oh, that's wrong. Don't do that." You know what I'm saying? Don't believe like that. I actually had an auntie come to me like that. When I left, I was in a damn near all white college, so I got the hell up out of there. And then she tried to call herself, come to me, having like a heart to heart or man to man or something, and talking and said like, why'd you leave school? Why is this? Why is that? I said, I ain't been around there all them devils. I'd rather come back here in the hood in the ghetto and bring my spirit here and have my spirit here with my people.
Right.
She's like, oh no, that's wrong. White people, they're gonna always be like that. You just gotta, keep on moving and keep on going. I went to jobs and they said I was overqualified. See, and then white people try to get me fired on jobs and do this evil to me. I just look at them and be like, now look, the Lord God got me, Jesus got me. You know what I'm saying? Just basically a whole bunch of old Grandma Coon type shit.
Right.
Instead of, being wise about her actions, all her actions was just trusting in the Lord and just being around the white man and just like being all up in the white man's face but not getting bit. She got stories of being all around a snake but not getting bit and killed. It's just a matter of time before you do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And she talking about, Jesus and all that bullshit. That's exactly what grandmamas and aunties and all them going to do.
Right.
And she came kind of, meek and lowly. Don't let it be what some other aunties. They're going to be slandering your name throughout the family.
Right.
All type of mess. Talking about you, saying you racist and this and that.
Right.
You gonna have opposition when you want to separate from the white man.
Right.
That's a good thing.
And and a lot of the opposition will come behind the women, and when they come with that meek, lowly tone, like what he was saying, and have the heart to heart, what that's actually supposed to do is, when it's done right, it's supposed to cause you to have compassion upon your people. That should be the heart to heart right there. The heart to heart should go something like, those, we the children of the prophets, grow up and be a good, strong man for your people and help your people. And so it should be like that.
That's right.
But instead, the white man is going to beat the black woman into a horse that's good for himself, that neighs and kicks at us. You see what I'm saying? But the white man can ride it willfully. You see what I'm saying? And when she's talking about him and telling you how you should serve him, now she's meek and lowly and kind. Like when she see that you strong anyway. When she see that you weak, she might come at you like, nigga, you need to be, you know what I'm saying? But she see that you strong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now she gonna come meek and lowly so that she can sap that strength out of you, you know what I'm saying? And bring you to being weak and then offering you up to master, offering you up to the white man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's not, in that story, the sister, by the way that they were, the sister led them to that place, to that part of the city. You see what I'm saying? Sisters shouldn't be leading.
That's right.
And her mercy, her tenderness and all that should be towards her own people and not towards another damn race. You see what I'm saying? That's destroying her people. We'd be mad as hell at Dante on the block for selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? And be ready to have the block watch and neighborhood watch and, be ready to go there and take action. You see what I'm saying? But then the white man do something that's like, well, that's the way that they's always going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Singing some of those slave songs and everything.
Right.
Bowing down and all that.
Right.
You're strong when it comes to, doing something to that damn black man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me get Ezekiel chapter 23 and the first verse. This is a deep chapter right here. I've been thinking about this chapter for quite some time.
Say it again, Salaki.
Ezekiel chapter 23.
Got it.
The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And joining with another race, you see what I'm saying, is a death sentence for a Hebrew. We're not supposed to do that.
That's right.
Not just separate from the white man, but the other nations too. Because we'll play the whore with anybody. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. And we always was the bad kid in the scriptures that was always wanting to play with we was always a little kid that's supposed to be good that want to go play with all the bad kids. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Go ahead, sir.
Ezekiel 23 and what?
1.
Ezekiel chapter 23 verse 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, there were two women the daughters of one mother, and they committed whoredoms in Egypt. And they committed whoredoms in their youth. There were their breasts pressed, and there they bruised the teats of their virginity.
Now, these other nations, they want one thing from you, is to abuse you.
That's right.
That's what they want. They want to, now, the Most High is using a metaphor. These are actually his two wives. You see what I'm saying? That, that the Most High is metaphorically, he's using this metaphor of two women.
That's right.
And these two women is, talking about Jerusalem and Israel.
That's right.
Go ahead, sir.
And the names of them were Aholah, the elder, and Aholibah, her sister. And they were mine. And they bare sons and daughters. Thus were their names Samaria. Samaria is Aholah, and Jerusalem, Aholibah. And Aholah played the harlot when she was mine.
Now, you see this?
That's right.
Aholah played the harlot. Went out a whoring after every other nation. You see what I'm saying? And our women is like a representative of, we see a black woman with a white man, a black woman with a Chinese man, and all of that, right? What that is actually a microcosm of what we are as a nation, because us as a nation is the bride of Christ.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So go ahead and move with that, sir.
She doted on her lovers, on the Assyrians, her neighbors.
Now, when it says she doted upon her lovers, to dote means to hop up and love something, the newest thing that come along. You know what I'm saying? Something else new, dang, there you go over there. Something else, oh, right there, there's something else over here. You see what I'm saying? When you really are supposed to have one way. You're supposed to have one love. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is using the metaphor of two hoe-ass women.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Which were clothed with blue, captains and rulers.
Now, the Assyrians said, who were clothed with blue, captains and rulers. What do? We see the nations in their glory and their splendor. We don't even think about the fact that, the Most High is going to bring that nation down. Or either bring that nation down, up under us.
Right.
And we see them in their current splendor and glory. You see what I'm saying? Just like during the time of the riots and all that, we saw the white man in the suit, with the gangster brim hat and all of that.
That's right.
And we like, man, these are choice people right here. You see what I'm saying? And not even paying attention, not even looking at what we got now. We was even doing the same garbage during the time of Black Wall Street. You had brothels set up that was in Black Wall Street, before Black Wall Street got invaded, got burnt down, and they just totally destroyed it and wiped it out. Yeah, it was brothels and everything in Black Wall Street. And this is the wrong thing to do. It's just as bad to let the heathen into your power base as it is for you to go out into theirs. You see what I'm saying? It's just as damn bad. Because Black Wall Street was destroyed from within the power base. You know what I'm saying? Well, the one in Tulsa, Oklahoma, rather, was destroyed from within the power base. While the people that was in the riots in St. Louis, who lived, among their own, obviously there was no white people in the area. Obviously, they were biased against white people, because if they weren't, then the men that actually took up those arms and everything wouldn't have had the strength to mow down those white men like he said he mowed them down like grass.
That's right.
They wouldn't have had the strength to do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the strength to fight white people when you got a white friend. You like, that's my white friend right there. I have friends that are white. Right? I got white, my baby mama, my baby mama white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My kids is half white.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That totally saps the strength away from you being able to fight anything. You see what I'm saying? Could you imagine the cells in your body, you had sickness in your body, and your cells were responding like that? The cells are supposed to be fighting out the infection. Like, nah, that cell's part infected right there. So I can't. We don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't want to push out the disease. You know what I'm saying? Because next thing you know, your whole damn body just riddled with the disease.
Right. The cell is saying, well, they're cells like us.
Yeah.
How can we destroy those cells, man? They cells just like us.
Right. These are nice destructive cells. You know what I'm saying?
There's some good cells amongst the disease. There's some good cells.
Right. You can say, look at the black stuff and make us throw up.
Right.
All right.
Let me take this phone call real quick.
All right.
Shalom. Come on, Most High Christ. We in class right now. What's going on? Yeah, Khan, that's the why. Go ahead and make that one public. You already made it? It's on the Chicago account? Alright, Most High Christ. Give me a second to go over it, and I'll let you know we're going to rock it out. Alright, shalom. Y'all about to show with that. Alright, let's get it. All of them desirable young men, horsemen riding upon horses.
Yeah, we seen in positions of power. Just because they in power, we loving and doting upon them. So now if we got all this reverence for them, how do we feel for our own people?
Right.
We can't even stand our own people that even want to get power to try and save our own nation. We look at the white man as something great, and we don't care that he sets himself in order. You see what I'm saying? We'll see black men that are trying to do the same damn thing and won't even appreciate it. Yeah, that's a damn shame right there. You know what I'm saying? What they pretty much saying to you is, you shouldn't be seeking no power. The white man got the power. You shouldn't be seeking it. What sense does that make?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Thus she committed her whoredoms with them, with all them that were the chosen men of Assyria, and with all on whom she doted, with all their idols, she defiled herself.
Now think about this. Now what ended up happening was Israel got taken into captivity by the Assyrians.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because they doted up on them. So what happens? You end up becoming, and they were killed also too, and then the rest were taken captive. They were slaughtered and taken to prison. They're putting it in today's term, you know what I'm saying? The same thing that they got set up for us right now. You see what I'm saying? And notice, and look how we looked at them with such awe. And such, and looked at them in all their splendor. Next thing you know, we enslaved to them.
That's right.
That's how it always happens. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Neither left she her whoredoms brought from Egypt.
And all the whoredoms from Egypt is the stuff that we still doing right now. I mean, hell, look at all the conscious community. They're blatantly taking on all the whoredoms of Egypt. I mean, blatantly, you know what I'm saying? They're taking on all the, the unks and all of that. They totally embodying it. But even the ones that ain't doing it directly and wearing the unks and all that, still doing it inside the Christian church.
It's like I could. The Christian church believe in the same philosophy of Egypt.
Right.
Egypt had the philosophy of, you had like Osiris, Isis, and Horus, or whatever the hell, like a triangle dynasty, or
Trinity.
Trinity. They had a holy trinity of their gods. That's why they had the pyramids built and everything like that. So they had that whole thing going, and so the Christian church got the same thing going. The whole holy trinity, because what it was, the God had sex with this person and that, whatever, all that type of stuff is the same thing that the Christian church believe. We don't believe that. We believe that we know that the Bible says Mary and Joseph was a couple couple and they had sex and had a son. It wasn't no angel or nothing that came and creeped on her and slept with her, like Egyptologists believe and the Christian church believe. And the damn Zeus people, whoever believe in Greek mythology, they believe the same thing. Right. So like you said, all the horde, all of it of Egypt.
Right. All of it. America, America looked into the records of Egypt to see how to be able to effectively keep us as slaves for hundreds of years, just like they did. You see what I'm saying? Those were the two most successful slave masters over black people. Was the ancient Egyptians and the white man today who followed the same damn blueprint. And what he had to do was to get us to carry on all the ways of Egypt. Just like we drug addicts now, we was drug addicts in Egypt.
That's right.
Just like you have all of this whoredom going on now. It went on in ancient Egypt. You have the same thing going on now. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Just like we doted up on the Egyptians back then. It's the same thing.
For in her youth they lay with her, and they bruised the breast of her virginity, and poured their whoredom upon her.
Our leaders went right to bed with the people that's oppressing us. And us as a people lay with them. And and whoever you have sex with, you at one flesh. We became one with the damn people that was ruling over and oppressing us. That's the same damn thing our nation is doing right now. The same damn thing, and we're being devoured for it.
Right.
So when race war breaks out, we really don't have no defense. You see what I'm saying? We're a bunch of individuals. Woman, an independent woman, and an individual man, black man. That's why when, that demon still be on people, even when they know that, when they come into the truth of the scriptures, knowing that they are Israelite and all that, and all of a sudden they start thinking they Samson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You start thinking he's Samson. Their favorite prophet becomes Samson. You know what I'm saying? Because Samson was seemingly by himself. Go ahead.
Wherefore, I have delivered her into the hand of her lovers.
That's what ends up happening. The Most High delivers us into the hands of our lovers. It happens everywhere. You go all throughout Judges. We play the whore with their gods, and we start embracing them. We go into captivity to them. It's something that never fails. Regardless of where you can put niggas, you can put us on Mars. You know what I'm saying? We'll be slaves to the Martians. You know what I'm saying? We start wanting to be green. You know what I'm saying? Right. We start wanting to get a Martian woman so we can have a child that's half green. You know what I'm saying? The women will be wanting the Martian men so they can have big heads and green skin.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We play the whore with any damn body. Right. That's why strong brothers is needed like in the Isupk.
That's right.
To give sharp, furious rebukes. You see what I'm saying? To call the white man the devil. That's why we have to talk the way that we do. Because we won't hear it no other way. You see what I'm saying?
And if I could, this is a warning. Because we got the precursor, we got the forewarning of what happened in Charlottesville. That's just the beginning. It's going to get worse and get like that, grow all across the country. The Lord going to deliver us into the hand of our lovers. Guess what? We don't love the white man.
Right.
So there ain't no only hands we're going to get delivered into is the hands of the Lord. That's the point. The point is, during all times, and this time, and all times forevermore, we have to love the Lord. We can't be loving to these lovers of these other nations, because because we gonna be the ones delivered into their hands. You specifically, because we're gonna get the salvation of the Lord. You who love the white man, think the white man is your friend, don't see him as your enemy. Everybody's just trying to get by or whatever you believe. You're gonna be the one delivered into the hand of your lover.
That's right.
And you think every white man thinks like your best friend, white man, or thinks like your white woman?
Right.
No. The white men with power that have power to do something to kill your ass, them the ones that hate you the most.
Right. And see, here's the thing also, because the ones that you think is so much of your friend, when it all boils down to it, he's going to choose his race.
That's right.
Just like that woman is going to choose her race. You see what I'm saying? When you go into the story with the woman that had the Egyptian, the son by the Egyptian was not there. The Most High made a separation. You see what I'm saying? You had people that had, Egyptian wives and all of that. The Lord started to tear that stuff apart. And they started going to their own people, just like when certain brothers come into this truth. That have an Edomite wife and everything, she'll leave. In a lot of instances, she'll leave and go on with her own people.
Right.
And those will be the people that when it all boils down to it, that'll bash your head right in. Because see, this is the thing that you don't understand about your white friend. Your white friend's father figures that he has to work hard because you got everything. You see what I'm saying? And he feels the pain of his father, even if it ain't right and it ain't just. The white man is not a man that rules in being right and being just. He rules in anger. That's why I said he who ruleth the earth in anger. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The white man, he sees and he grows up and he gets on the job and he has to work hard. Now he feels an attachment to everything that his father said about black people. Because that same white friend that you grew up with has a father and a grandfather that hates niggas outwardly. See, and he rebelled against them, but see, eventually later on in his life, he started to see what they were saying. And he hates you too. And then y'all's relationship is only based on the fact that y'all smoke weed together or y'all play football or basketball together. He has his relationship with you compartmentalized. You're not his unconditional friend. Your friendship has a damn condition to it.
That's right.
You are friends with him because you love his race. You see what I'm saying? Your grandmother loved his race. Your father loved his race. Your grandfather loved his race. So your attachment to him is way stronger than his attachment to you. So when it all boils down to it, he is going to pull on what his fathers pulled on, and you are going to pull on what your people pulled on, which your people pulled on love for his people, and his people pulled on hatred for yours.
That's right.
And that will be the same devil that will split your damn head wide open. That will put a bullet right in your damn head. You see what I'm saying? His friendship from you can be dropped in a second. And while you letting her laying on the ground bleeding and everything, with tears in your eyes, then you'll remember the words of the prophets.
That's right.
Give me some more on that, sir.
Into the hand of the Assyrians upon whom she doted. These discovered her nakedness.
Now, they discovered her nakedness. Now, what does it mean? To discover means to take the cover off of something, right? Did they discover our nakedness? Yes, they did.
Right.
What did they do? They pushed drugs in the neighborhood. You do the drugs, you strung out on the drugs, and then they look up on your nakedness. And they're like, see, look at them. See, this is what, and then they, not only that, but they act like you're genetically prone to the condition that you in. You genetically, this is what and they teach that so that nobody has mercy on you. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't look at you as a person.
That's right.
Go ahead.
They took her sons and her daughters and slew her with the sword.
Now what have they done to us all throughout this time? Slew us with the sword. This is what the riots and all that is about. And then also too, when you go behind the scenes of everything that starts the riot, you'll find the Amalekite white man whom the Most High said to put an end to once we're secure in the land. And this is going to happen again. You know, they're going to be the ones in fear. But they're the ones that are behind the scenes pulling all the damn strings because they got all the wealth to fund this party, to fund that party, And then what make it so bad, they come down to us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They come down to us like they persecuted too. With that whole Holocaust legacy, they come to us and brother, like they brothers to us, but in reality, they the ones that sat behind the scene and pulling all the damn strings.
That's right.
They control the laws and everything, so they controlling the police too. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So when they tell the police to not get involved, the police ain't gonna get involved, and they're gonna give all of these militia groups just the time that they need to go ahead and carry out all their damn anger and wrath. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Go ahead.
And she became famous among women, for they had executed judgment upon her.
And we became famous to all nations upon the face of the earth, yes. And not for our good either. We became famous for slavery and mistreatment. Go ahead.
And when her sister, Aholibah, saw this, she was more corrupt in her inordinate love than she, and in her whoredoms more than her sister in her whoredoms.
Judah started doing even worse. Judah and Jerusalem started doing even worse than what the hell they were doing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is the reason why you always see in the scripture, and the Lord was wroth with Judah. He was angry with Judah. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And in many instances, even other tribes of Israel have come up against Judah and done slaughtered Judah. Because the Lord is angry with us. One of the reasons why he's angry with us is because Judah has influence, a lot of influence. We're the most influential out of all the tribes. You see what I'm saying? Everybody follows behind Judah and start acting like Judah. All the tribes do. And that's why the Lord be angry with Judah a lot of times the most. And and all the other tribes are even moved side with white people and move against us.
That's right.
Go ahead, sir.
She doted upon the Assyrians, her neighbors, captains and rulers clothed most gorgeously, horsemen riding upon horses, all of them desirable young men. Then I saw that she was defiled, that they took both one away.
Now picture this. And our women is also, a walking representative of this type of stuff right here.
That's right.
It's one of the reasons why, you always got to be on your woman, you know what I'm saying? You got to even talk to others to see if there's any trace of loving the white man there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when she's in the truth. And you got to check it, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You got to make sure that you be diligent and be on that. You know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you something. If you got a woman who have love and mercy and forgiveness and all that, this, that, and the third for the white man, she basically a traitor.
That's right.
You sleeping with a traitor.
And all of these sisters is running around talking about Esau is the Arab and all that. That's arguing brothers up and down. So she's only doing that. She's doing this with no biblical knowledge at all, according to what she's saying. She doesn't have any knowledge in that at all. She's only saying that because that's what she wants to believe, because she want to save the damn white man. And that same woman will claim how much she loved black men, how much she loved black. No, she loves them because she sees them in the purple, up on the horses and all of that. She see the black man just as a bed wench pretty much. That's how a lot of them see us. They should be seeing us as these men with the purple and up on horses. They should be looking at us like that. But instead, they're looking at another race like that and want to save them.
And if you got a woman like that, make sure you tell her. Make sure or even anybody, any sister you run into, or any brother you run into, talking about saving the white man, man, you tell them to their face, you a damn traitor.
Right.
And then disassociate yourself with them. If it's your wife that you already sleeping with, you already slept with the traitor, you're going to have to get that traitorism out of her or stand on your square until she decide that I ain't going to be able to turn this one. He ain't going to become a turncoat traitor like me. And then she'll end up leaving and cheating on you anyway.
Right. Either that or she'll, be a horse that'll be broken for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to, the white man done broke the black woman like a horse. And what you got to do is you got to re-break her. That's what you got to do. But like the captain just break it out, some women are going to be die hard in loving the white man. And you just got to, that's just how that's going to be. Like you said, they just going to go out and cheat any damn way because they're going to seek to get out of the marriage. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't love the white man. You know what? You'd be surprised at how many, when you be on the Facebook and all that, how many people how many women or whatever that you start out being cool with, you know what I'm saying? But then they finally see that you don't love the white man and all of a sudden now they block you. You see what I'm saying? Right. Everything was cool, you know what I'm saying?
You want to know about the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
you said it's
Yahusha. Yahusha and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you say the white man's a devil, now they all shook it up and they like, they wonder why you saying that. And then you find out who they really love for real. They just imposters, man. Imposters and traitors.
That's right.
And here's the thing about that too, though, if I will. Now, a lot of these women, some of these women will go on and get them a white man. You see what I'm saying? And just openly start loving the white man, but they don't. This is another thing the point that they don't understand. The white man hates a traitor. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And how the hell is he going to trust you if you'll betray your own damn men? How can he trust you? You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's what that's what a snitch, a rat, and a traitor, they always figure that out at the end.
Right.
They always figure out, they like, I turned on all them people, became a traitor to them for you. And then that guy's like, well then why the hell you think I want you on my team?
Right, exactly.
Why do you think I want to keep a deal and make you with me?
Right,
if
right.
you betrayed on them, I might as well kill you because you want to betray me.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna look at the next powerful thing smoking, if I, he's gonna figure, hell, if I get into a dangerous situation to where I'm up against an enemy, you know what I'm saying, that's a formidable enemy against me and I'm kind of on the losing side, you gonna hop and switch and go with them. You see what I'm saying? Right. Imagine how many black women, when the Arabs and all them invade the hell out of America and seem to be having the upper hand, how many of them will hop off the white man's tip and hop on the Arab's tip? You know what I'm saying?
Or the Africans.
Yeah, or the Africans tip. You know what I'm saying? Or any other Confederates that'll be going against America. And the white man knows this. The white man always shoots down a traitor. Even in like the mob and everything. You see that movie, Hoodlum, when Lucky Luciano got Dutch Schultz's man to turn on him. And he ended up killing Dutch Schultz. His man did. So he hopped in the damn car with Lucky Luciano and them, and he's like, where's my money? Next thing you know, the driver looks around and capped his ass right in the face. And Lucky Luciano kicked him out the side of the damn door on the sidewalk and he drove on off.
Right. That's the fate of a traitor right there.
Right.
That's what's coming to all the traitors. Better get right, Israel. Go get ready.
Cover.
And that she increased her whoredoms. For when she saw men portrayed upon the wall the images of the Chaldeans.
Whoa. It says she saw men what?
Portrayed upon the wall.
Pictures and images of the men. What a black person go into a White House or anything like that? He don't look up on the walls of and see all the pictures down there, and he don't sit there and think, damn, all of these goddamn oppressors. He don't think like that. He looks at the glory of it and look, these are the founding fathers of America. Looking up all their images, and whoring after them. We did the same damn thing even back then during the time of Ezekiel looking at the paintings of the Chaldeans and all that, with them posed this way, and you know, and then, you know, looking dignified and all that.
Right.
White wigs on, white curly wigs on. Go ahead.
The images of the Chaldeans portrayed with vermilion.
The images of the Chaldeans. And what is the famous image of the modern day Chaldeans? The image of white Jesus.
Right.
We see that hang up on the wall and our hearts just melt. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We see that one, and that's, you know, and that makes us weak as hell. And that's the same damn thing that was happening back then, and history repeating itself now. Go ahead.
Girded with girdles upon their loins.
Girded with girdles, strength, looking strong.
Exceeding in dyed attire upon their heads.
We ain't even thinking about it at this time. Now we looking at all their clothing and all that too. Now we want to model after them. You see what I'm saying? They wearing a half homosexual sash around their damn waist. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We see that. Now we want to take off the warlike belt, the war girdle that we got. We want to take that off and we want to put on the soft homosexual sash. You see what I'm saying? To try and be like them. We want to run around looking like what is that? One of them Aladdin dudes with the MC Hammer pants on,
right?
With the heathen style turban thing on your head, with the old East Indian diamond. We want to run around like that one group, IGIC, the Tazadaki,
ICGJC, something.
that group. That group, they run around looking like damn genies. They looking like genies.
And the Masons. They
right,
like
yeah.
Masons,
Sure
with
do.
a little hat with a little
right.
string at the top.
Right.
Little vest.
Yeah, and that looks dumb as hell. That looks stupid. That damn hat, that Moor hat,
right.
That ain't no damn war clothes. You go to war with that on. You know what I'm saying? They be having monkeys with that on. Right, they'll put the little vest on the little monkey, and you know who that symbolizes. That symbolizes a black man right there.
That's right.
You know, it's damn MC Hammer pants on and the damn Kosher Shriner hat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We see them dressed like that, and we want to do that. And then get to the point to where we making fun of the brothers that hold on to their tradition.
Right.
You know, the brothers and sisters that hold on to their stuff and dress like what they're supposed to. They sit there and make fun of our clothes, call us Power Rangers and all of that. We have the most articulately, Isupk has the most craftsmanship in any garments on the face of the damn planet.
That's right.
Now, all of you and them same black people who talk about black businesses, well, we don't have black business because you despise black people. Now, just take one of the garments that Officer Yagarawat makes. Now, put that in one of these high-end stores. That would be the most expensive garment inside the damn store.
That's right.
Look at the damn craftsmanship in it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Look at the stuff that the general be wearing. You know, the red leather with the long fringes. Put that stuff in one of these in some high-end store. They gonna charge you $600 for that.
That's right.
Let them slap some label on it of some white clothes maker.
Some white Italian.
Right, yeah, some Italian.
Call it Fendi Lucci or something.
Yeah.
All the black people be like, oh, I need that Fendi Lucci.
Yeah.
Rapping about it and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Giving a free goddamn advertisement.
Right.
They dumb as hell. They talking about a whole song about Fendi Lucci, but you ain't getting out one damn dime for your advertising their damn clothing line.
Right.
You're a damn idiot.
That's right. Not a single damn dime. Not one. But then you see the articulate craftsmanship in the garments that's made in the Isupk, and you want to make fun of that. This shows that you hate and you despise your damn people. And all the fake Israelite groups out there hate their people, and that's a clear, dead sign of that. They can't even give props even for something like that and be like, damn, the garments are nice though. You know what I'm saying, man? That's some real craftsmanship like that. They can't even look at it through, you know what I'm saying, the eyes of a fashionable people, you know what I'm saying? Because we are like that. We do appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you know, fine garments and linens and stuff like that. We always been that kind of people. But we see the stuff that's in the UPK, and all of a sudden we want to hate that.
Right. So like, because we want to hate the fact that we keep the traditions,
right?
The studs, the ribbon and fringes, and keep the fringes looking proper, not no little old with a damn curtain rod fringe things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We keep the fringes proper, the studs and all that, and the girdles and all that.
Right.
They hate that of our culture.
Right. Let them come out with a zucchini girdle, and all the rappers will start wearing it. And then all the brothers behind them will start wearing it. You'll see niggas run up and down in the hood with it on.
Right. Girded with girdles upon their loins, exceeding in dyed attire upon their heads, all of them princes to look to, after the manner of the Babylonians of Chaldea, the land of their nativity.
Go ahead.
And as soon as she saw them with her eyes, she doted upon them, and sent messengers unto them into Chaldea.
Now think about it. The sisters, you know what I'm saying, see us, you know what I'm saying, they call us Power Rangers and start joking on stuff that we got, but then they see the white man in his little, you know, homosexual clothes and his some damn high water pants on, you know what I'm saying? You know, and so that
the shorts with the penny loafers and the sweater tied around their neck.
Right.
About, you know.
See him like that, and all of a sudden, you know, and she's doting upon him.
Yeah, that's high fashion right there.
Right. And it's homosexual as hell. The damn pants is tight as I don't know what.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? The damn, what man put a damn...
Oh. Go ahead.
No. What man put a scarf around his neck, you know, in that type of fashion? You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
With a skinny little shirt on. Now I can see if he had a bulky coat, you know what I'm saying, and then put a scarf around his neck with a bulky coat on and all that. No, but he's got on this little skinny shirt or a little skinny sweater and got this, you know, this bulky scarf around his neck and these tight little pants on. Right. And we look at that as something great. A damn yellow shirt and some green pants.
And the Babylonians came to her into the bed of love, and they defiled her with their whoredom.
So they came to her in the bed of love and defiled her with their whoredoms.
Right.
Now, how did they come into the bed of love? We start taking on their damn customs. Now we running around like that. You see what I'm saying? We doing what we can to get the purple put on us at the cost of our own damn brothers. And this is the stuff, you know, this is the type of mindset that the people that crossed the other side of the tracks had. You see what I'm saying? It was to do that. And to be just like the white people in every damn way, and those were the niggas they found hanging from trees.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Those were the ones that was getting beat half the damn death, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, that were getting beat plumb to death in the streets, rather. They were being killed. And the white man was hitting them with much ferociousness. But at the same time, the people that was in the hood, yeah, they were afraid too. They were scared after death. No doubt. But at the same time, though, they had a defense. They had the people that was, you know, the people that was praying, and then they had the people that was getting ranked up in armies. You see what I'm saying? To defend the perimeters of the city, to make sure that nobody came and invaded. And you know what? And the people that stayed in the city, you know, and that stayed praying and stuff like that, me, myself, I really don't blame them. Because there were signs that were leading up to what was getting ready to happen inside the cities that the brethren were going to. And you know they had plenty of warnings.
That's right.
You know, they had plenty of warnings come from old black men. You don't need to go over there. You know, the old black man, you know what I'm saying? He might not know much, but he know the white man's a damn devil. He do know that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even though he still might be eating pork or whatever the hell the case is, he knows the damn white man's a damn devil, and he's telling you don't go on the other side of them damn tracks over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for what reason. You know, you got angry white people over there that's needing to seeking job, that's striking because they don't feel that they're being treated right, now you got a bunch of blacks coming and to take the jobs, to try and get the jobs.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Right. You did that, and these people were willing to risk obviously were willing to risk what was going to happen. You see what I'm saying? If I was the leader there, I wouldn't have sent out a search party either. If they didn't heed the warnings, the ongoing warnings and stuff like that, they figured that they were going to love the white man so much that they were still going to go even in the face of that type of danger. Fine. So be it. I'm not going to round up no brothers, you know what I'm saying, and send them over, you know what I'm saying, who hate the white man and want to separate, to be slaughtered along with the ones that don't. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I wouldn't have said that they did the right thing by staying inside that city, setting up that damn perimeter, the defense, you know what I'm saying, with their guns and shit. So now they had the strength. So when the white dudes come and try to invade, said they mowed them down like grass.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And that was the Lord right there. Because in reality, that little town shouldn't have been able to be the defense, you know, defend themselves against all them angry white mobs. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And that's good. A prime example, 2 years later, the same thing happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, but the whole city of Tulsa, Oklahoma got wiped away. White man was able to break through. Right. In East St. Louis, he wasn't able to do it.
Right, sure wasn't. Now, that is a hell of a point right there. Because, see, notice the difference between St. Louis and Tulsa, Oklahoma. What allowed Tulsa, Oklahoma to end up getting invaded like that is their acceptance of white people. They had brothels inside there, and some of the biggest tricks were white men that wanted to get peed on by black women and all that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Just like in, you know, Richard Pryor with his life story. You know, his mama was a prostitute and all of that. Remember that?
Yeah, right.
You know,
white men come through and some white fat guys and
right.
mayors and stuff, put their head on his head. How you doing?
Right.
Go sleep, go, you know, pee on his mom.
Right, and this is one thing that, you know, the Negroes that we got bad. I mean, even one of our kings, Hezekiah, had it real bad. You know what I'm saying? To take heathen people and show them the glory of your place, of what y'all are doing. You know what I'm saying? Take them in and be like, see, look at all this. You see what I'm saying? Now, our money in Tulsa, Oklahoma flipped from 36 to 100 times. That's astonishing right there. You see what I'm saying? So we were moved to want to show off some of that wealth to people that were outsiders. You see what I'm saying? And we always get this mindset to where we want to be, you know, these ambassadors and all of that to people and bring them in. You know what I'm saying? We want to become like tour guides for heathens. That's the same thing that Hezekiah did. You know what I'm saying? Even though Hezekiah was even a righteous man that did that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You even gonna have some righteous men that want to do that. But then you also have the men like Job. You see what I'm saying? That lived among the Gentiles, among the heathens. That really didn't want to live with his people like that. Now the Lord didn't kill him, you know what I'm saying? But he could have just as well. He killed all of his sons, killed all of his daughters, you know what I'm saying?
All his servants.
Right, all of his servants, burnt up his cattle. You know what I'm saying? Took all of his wealth, smote him all in his body with sores and boils. You know what I'm saying? And as you read into the book of Job, because people don't understand that Job had a lot of flaws. You know what I'm saying? And one of them, that the young man Elihu brought up his answers for wicked men. Job was even at some points justifying wicked men. Just like what Negro leaders do. You know what I'm saying? Justify the white man and all of that.
Right. We had Ezekiel 23 and 18.
I only got a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay.
I just came to show my face, get some knowledge.
Christ. So she discovered her whoredoms and discovered her nakedness. Then my mind was alienated from her, like as my mind was alienated from her sister.
And when the Lord says his mind was alienated from her. Now, this is the equivalent to a man is in the truth. And he got a wife that's in the Christian church. For a while, his wife, she's not eating pork and she's following the ways and everything. But then she gets to listening to somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Gets to listening to people at the Christian church. You come in the house one day and there's pork chops in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come in one day and you wonder, what you got on? You know what I'm saying? She got some shorts on with her butt cheeks hanging out. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, all the ways that you had taught her and everything, she's leaving off from all of them, which is now making her mind alienated from yours. Y'all around each other now, y'all don't even talk. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't got a damn thing to say to her, you know what I'm saying? And she ain't got nothing to say to you. And if she do have something to say to you, you have more of the mind to be like, yeah, all right, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is alienated from hers. And that's the situation that the Most High, that's the mindset that the Most High has had against, towards us. Because we done took on the ways of the philosophy and, and all the things that these heathens do. We done start taking on all their ways, so the Most High's mind is alienated from us.
That's right.
And that's the same damn thing that got us mowed down in, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and St. Louis, and that's what made us lose so badly in the riots. You see what I'm saying? Right. At least with the LA riots, we had a mindset to be coming together. And you see what I'm saying? What we also was doing too, we was burning down the damn heathens, stores and all that, the Korean stores, and everything became about being black. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And we all came together, and then I seen some of the footage to where it was wild because it said the police rolled up, right? And he realized that he was just totally powerless, and niggas was bombing his car with stones and all that, and he just went politely in his car and just drove on off. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's one of the reasons why they had to get the hooks and rap so deeply. You see what I'm saying? They had to control rap to stop that, something like that again. That right there could have led to a total damn separation of us from the white man. But of course, as we do, we go right back to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And we wake up now. The white man controls all the damn music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we ain't even came together like that again. And the sisters was on our side and everything. They was dancing, you know what I'm saying? Just like what they was doing when the Lord destroyed Pharaoh. And the sisters went off and was dancing and all that. They was doing that in the clip. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds correct.
The men was the warriors and the women was the cheerleaders dancing on the side and everything. Stuff it was kind of in order, you know what I'm saying? All the beefs that they had, Bloods and Crips and all of that was squashed. You know what I'm saying? And you had a whole bunch of Mexican brothers that was in it too.
That's right. Yet she multiplied her whoredoms, and calling to remembrance the days of her youth, wherein she played the harlot in the land of Egypt. For she doted upon their paramours, whose flesh is as the flesh of asses, and whose issue is like the issue of horses.
Doting up on the rich. Not even understanding, we had riches also. That's why these nations took interest in us. You see what I'm saying? That's why they came like we were on an equal playing field. They don't come at us like that now. Like we on an even playing field. They come at us, they negotiate us instead of negotiating with us. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they totally control all our leaders. But at this time we had some state of power, you know what I'm saying? Where they had to show some measure of respect. Until they got what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? And just like a nigga will game up a woman and everything and show her respect until he get what he want. And then it's like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they were doing to us.
Right.
Go ahead.
Thus thou callest to remembrance the lewdness of thy youth, and bruising thy teats by the Egyptians for the paps of thy youth. Therefore, O Oholibama, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will raise up thy lovers against thee.
There you go. The Lord said he will raise the lovers up against us. So all of these, people that want to be downtown, like when we be at camp and all of that, he downtown with his white girl, coming up against us, talking about we ain't loving everybody, but then he turned right around and said he hate us, right? After talking about everybody should only be about love.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Then he gonna turn right around and say, I hate them. Told his white woman that he hates us. Those same lovers is going to be the same ones that are going to split his damn head wide open. And I would hate to see it downtown, what niggas is going to go through in the time where this day comes. Because you're going to still see brothers going to be, wanting to hang out, wanting to be around white people, and wanting to be around, wanting to go to, Macy's, are going to want to do all of that when all the riots and stuff break out and all of this stuff comes to, come to the full. It's going to be a bad damn day for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a bad damn day. And it's the value that we set up on these heathens. And just like I tell people, I tell people this all the time. They want to know the formula to building black businesses. You got to have value upon black people. You got to have more value upon your people than you have on anybody else. You can't do this stuff by loving everybody. You love everybody, your people going to get the short end of the stick of the love. You see what I'm saying? Your people always going to get the short end of the stick if you want to go love everybody. When the white man say love everybody, he really means love his own because he's the only people that matters.
And if I could, I just want to set the background. We've been talking about, we went over this past Sunday, the riots in East St. St. You had a whole about 3-4 years, about 10 years of riots. And you had it in Chicago, Mississippi, St. Louis, Tulsa, Oklahoma, New York, LA. Around the 1917s through the 1920s, you had a string of riots. And that's what's returning again.
Right.
A string of riots. They called the Red Summer. Where there was riots and all over. Over 2,000 people was killed in St. Louis. Where white mobs was going around the outskirts of the black neighborhood to find black people who weren't in the black neighborhood and killing them and beating them. One of them, they scalped a sister. It was mainly, especially grabbing children and killing children, burning down houses with brothers and sisters in it, shooting them, beating them with rocks, stomping them out, pulling them off. They would stop, a group of white men stop the bus and stop the trolley and find all the black people and pull the black people off the trolley and beat them to death. Sisters getting jumped by white women. All that stuff went on in East St. Louis riots in 1917. That's exactly 100 years ago when that happened that summer. And those summers, those red summers is coming back. So we prepared. The topic of this class is what to do in the race wars. You know what I'm saying? What to remember in race wars. Because those things are going to come back and it's going to be even worse. We read in the scriptures, he said, the Lord said he's going to deliver us into their hand. You see what I'm saying? All the ones that love the white man, want to live in the white man's neighborhood, love him, be a part of him. You know what I mean? It's one thing to live in his neighborhood, but you still separated from them, living in that neighborhood, if you're not Isupk.
Right.
If you're not an Isupk, you living amongst them, it's gonna be real rough for you.
Right, sure the hell is. It's gonna be rough as hell, and you'll be the type person to have the worst things done to you. Right. You see what I'm saying? They're just going to have, they probably just won't kill you right out because they're going to want to have fun with you first. You see what I'm saying? You'll be the type, you living in this white neighborhood, this $250,000 home and all of that, you know what I'm saying? And then when they drag you out the damn house, because nobody's going to defend you. Because see, in those neighborhoods, nobody's really that social. So you ain't struck up no friendships with many white people. You see what I'm saying? Right. The people in those type neighborhoods, they predominantly stick to themselves. You see what I'm saying? Right. And they do anything, they go downtown, they go out of the neighborhood and all of that. And then people don't even, you could be living next door to somebody for 5 years and not even know them. You know what I'm saying? Not know them at all.
Barely know what their job is.
Right.
what they do, if like you said, for money and whatnot.
Right.
They might come and say hi to you because white people like to do that. Come knock on your door and act like they're giving you something. They're looking all up in your house, trying to see all about you, looking at your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come with this.
They do that just but they fake as hell when they do that.
Yeah, they sure the hell are. And you can look in their face and them tell it, they coming to you with this nasty ass casserole, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That they done made and everything like it's a welcome gift and all that. You know, what they really trying to do, they trying to find out, everything about you, where you work at, and and whatever problems that they have financially, guess who they gonna blame that on? They gonna blame it on you because they gonna figure these niggas are just getting everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you among them with something. It's not like we're not like that. White people can live among us and have something. You know what I'm saying? And we won't blame white people. We won't blame them for the reason why we ain't got nothing. You see what I'm saying? Right. Because society teaches us not blame any world. The world don't owe you nothing. That's what it teaches us. But the society doesn't teach the white man that. The society teaches the white man that you are owed something just for being white. You see what I'm saying? So now he feels like he can be moved to do that, to feel that way about you. And you will be the type, brother, that'll be dragged out of that $250,000 home, or they'll set it on fire.
Which is what they did in East St. Louis riots. The blacks that were living downtown, behind the downtown buildings, they just set them all on fire and then watched them burn. Anybody ran out, they shot them up or beat them to death. So we showed a whole bunch of pictures of an elderly woman whose arm was all burnt up because she was caught. She was in the house and she just hid, and the wall fell down over her, so she didn't get burned alive, but she escaped. Another sister was like a young teenager. She had one arm because her arm got shot, so they had to amputate her arm. And these are real live pictures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real live pictures, real people that the white man done turned fury onto.
Right. And being the fact that they lived in the downtown area, right, which shows a lot of these are black people that had a nice chunk of change, that had a nice piece of money. That'd be like downtown Indianapolis, the apartments that's downtown, you go down 10th Street and all of that, there's down the apartments and all that is down as you go towards the library. You gotta have some money to live in that area right there. You gotta have you gotta have a nice little amount of money.
That's right.
That's the same type. Now think about it. Picture this today. You got this end of 10th Street, and then you got that end. Negro catches cut a little bit. Now he want to go to that end. That will be the nigga that'll be drug out and hung for the light post. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
He'll get that type of treatment, that action right there, and they'll hang his kids.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Because look, if I could, the scriptures say he don't have mercy on the young or the old. And when we watched the St. Louis riots footage and the documentary, they went after kids. They had no problem killing kids and throwing kids off a bridge, burning them up. One kid was found under his bed, all burnt up and crisped up, dead. The sister who was with her sister, her man, and her child, they killed them, and they thought they killed her, and they threw her body on like a pile of stack of bodies. And she woke up and she's amongst all these damn bodies after they tried to scalp her and kill her. Like this is horror shows that happen.
Right.
This is horror that happened. And so you got some black people who think this is some type of joke or something. Who think that, that won't happen again. That never happened. The government won't let that happen. The government won't let that happen. You talking about the same government that's torturing the old Arabs in Guantanamo Bay, huh?
Right.
Talking about that one, huh? Where they sicking dogs on their balls and cutting their hands off and torturing them with the water. You talking about that government, huh?
Right.
That government won't do that.
Right.
Whatever.
The ones that's rolling over little kids with tanks.
Right.
That government right there. The government that sat there and during the time of the riots, they told the police to stand down for 3 damn days.
That's right.
The government that said that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the government you trust in.
Shalaki. The same government now with these race wars going on that's sitting back justifying it.
Right.
Talking about its peaceful protests.
Right.
When there's people out there being murdered.
Right.
Ran over with cars. Where are the police at? Why ain't they shooting them?
Right.
I still ain't figured that out. We talk about that government, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's exactly, they sitting around, they don't give them free reign. Because, see, the government understands things like population control. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the only reason why the government ever has protected black people in the past in any era or whatever is just because the government, the people that are high up understand that if you build your nation on slavery, then you can't kill them all. You see what I'm saying? There has to be a measurement there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They can only allow you to do so much. That's why they gave them 3 days of purging. You see what I'm saying? And then they had to stop after that. You see what I'm saying? So that all the slaves don't be killed because once they understand if they kill all the slaves, then Christ's gonna have to come back.
And if I could also, they kill all the slaves. Who gonna cut their grass?
Right.
Who gonna clean in their house? Who gonna do all the cleaning? Who gonna drive the city bus?
Right.
Who gonna who gonna be the street sweepers and the guys that work for the city that hold the sign all damn day? Who gonna do that job?
Right.
Can't kill all them.
Yeah, so they can't do that. Well, how they gonna get all this free prison labor? You see what I'm saying? If they kill everybody, they ain't gonna have nobody to throw in prison with white people.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So they have to stop it. But they give them a certain amount of time to get all the rage and shit out.
Right. And like I said, though, what I'm saying, they killed many children. They killed many children. Don't think the children are safe or something just because, they're daycare. Nobody's going to attack the daycare. Shalom, make sure you lock the door behind you. Good to see you, man.
Yes, Captain. See you next week.
Damn right. All right. Class on Sunday as well. Sunday as well.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, go ahead. I just want to bring it out about the children, man.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. They don't care anything about black children. I mean, look what they're doing to black children in abortion clinics now. They're using them for stem cell research and all of that.
That's right.
You know, and during that time, they was taking little babies, throwing them in the air and shooting. You see what I'm saying? And even the Klans to this day have, when they do their little Klan rallies and all that, you know, the one that they did not too long ago in the 90s where they had little black baby dolls hanging. You know, that's how they get down. That's why I don't mind at all bringing up Psalms 137.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And I'll bring it up at camp loud and proud.
That's right.
And just hope people get offended behind it.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Therefore, O Alabama, thus saith the Lord. Oh, Salaki. Raise up thy lovers against thee, from whom thy mind is alienated, and I will bring them against thee on every side.
So what happens? They surround us. You see what I'm saying? Bring them against thee on every side. One brother fighting 7, 8 white dudes. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And they beat him just plumb to a bloody pulp. Houses being surrounded by whole mobs on every side of the damn house. No way to escape.
That's right.
You set the house on fire. You know what I'm saying? You run out now and they're going to just have fun with you now. Go ahead.
The Babylonians and all the Chaldeans, Pekod and Shoah and Koa and all the Assyrians with them. All of them desirable young men, captains and rulers, great lords and renowned, all of them riding upon horses. And if I could, the Lord's saying that because that's the same things you thought was so great about them.
Right.
So the same things you thought was so great about them, that's going to be the ones turning against you and killing you.
Right.
The same old young white man that's all in a suit and kind of nerdy that black women try to get with and shit, thinking that, he's their chocolate fantasy or something. Them is the same ones at the KKK rally with the torches, ready to kill you.
Right.
The same black woman, she was with a white man. He was talking about Donald Trump and niggas ain't nothing, this and that. She was surprised. And they had to tape it and all crying like, I can't believe he's saying this. I'm black too.
And sisters got a real messed up mindset also. Well, they sitting there thinking that, you talk to this one sister, and this is something that I done heard many times before. She said, the white man wants to destroy all the black men so that he can have all the black women to himself. Okay, now how stupid does that sound? You know what I'm saying? He wants all the black women to himself. Come on, man. The white man would rather have men, children, you know what I'm saying? And then he got all of these other races to damn choose from. Why would he specifically want you for this?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But in her mind, though, the way that computes with her is we helped the white man to get rid of and destroy the black man. And, you know, and she had really the deep down inside, that's her desire. You see what I'm saying? But she is so much of her desire that she convinced herself that it's his desire.
And that's just like a traitor. You see it in every damn movie. You see it all throughout history. You the damn traitor to your own people. You think you're going to be safe because you betrayed your people.
Right.
So after he kills all your people, he's just going to turn around and look at you and say, I'm going to make sure you stay alive.
Right.
Even though I want to kill all, like the damn Planet of the Apes. The damn monkey that was betraying his people. He thought after they killed all the apes, he's going to be safe to live in peace and serve the white man.
Right.
That you a damn fool. The white man going to turn around and put a bullet in your head because that's what he's doing.
Right. Either he'll do that or he'll make you wish you was dead off the humiliation that he's going to give you. He just might keep some of you alive. Just so he can just kill your spirit. Totally kill your spirit, your soul. You know what I'm saying? Cause that dimness of eyes, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know, just so he can just make you just eat yourself up from the inside out and shit. Just so he can do that.
That's right. Hey, look, brother got a question if you want to try to get it. Brother, he said, Esau has planes, jets, submarines, tanks, and weapons you have never seen before. Do you plan to fight them with knives and rifles?
Okay. This is why we went into the story of why this is why we went into why it's important to separate.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And for one thing, I should be asking you the question of how do you plan on surviving? You see what I'm saying? Since you know that the white man got all of this, you know, you ain't got no brotherhood.
That's right.
By the way you bringing that question, I can tell that you don't have nothing to do with no brothers. You know, you one of those individual lights. You see what I'm saying? How do you plan on, with no brotherhood, plan on doing anything? The Most High, do you ever read the Bible? The Most High, you know, he's always destroyed nations. When we came together, the Lord has always destroyed nations more powerful than us. That's the whole point. That's one of the whole points of the Bible. If you got to ask a question like that, obviously you missed some of the greatest points in the whole Bible. The whole Bible is full of stories. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let me go into a few of them.
That's right.
Pharaoh.
That's right.
Pharaoh had all the weapons, the top weapons of his day. You see what I'm saying? He had all of this. He had all of this great strength, all of this great might. And the Lord destroyed Pharaoh's armies. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Going to another instance. Samson was one man whom the Lord used to destroy 1,000 Philistines. The Philistines had us to the point where we didn't even have no damn weapons. Israelite, even if you was up and down and everything, which Samson is, you know, he was, you know, the son of the brother from the tribe of Dan. I can't remember his name, his father's name. But, you know, these were people who were high ranking and everything, and they still didn't have no damn weapons. That's the reason why, you know, Samson slew the 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of a damn donkey. You see what I'm saying? We didn't even have weapons because as soon as they put their foot on our necks, they took all the metal and weapons from us.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Jabin, the king of Canaan, who had 900 chariots of iron. You see what I'm saying? That'd be the equivalent of 900 tanks today. What did we do to his ass? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We tore him out the damn frame. And he had, what, somewhere around 40,000 footmen whom we all dog walked. You see what I'm saying? And killed the captain of a female, killed the captain of his host in her tent, drove a nail through his damn head and nailed him to the floor.
That's right.
Let's go in. I'm loving that question that he asked. I'm loving it because I can go into so much stuff, you know what I'm saying, behind it.
And even with the Midianites, with Gideon.
Right.
Gideon was a young man in his whole house. And the Lord said, I'm going to bring deliverance to Israel from you. He said, how can I? Well, I'm just the least in my house. He went and threw down those idols. That's what you do to get the Lord's respect. You cast down those idols like we do at camp.
Right.
And then the Lord fought. He went with the battle with a couple thousand. The Lord chopped his numbers down and said, man, don't even go with thousands. Right. Go with this 300, small number. And I'm going to get delivered the battle.
Right.
What you don't understand is, you don't understand everything.
Yeah, right. You just don't know, brother.
You don't understand nothing. No premise no principle in the whole scriptures.
Right. It is a time for you to be taught. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah. And then let's go into modern times since we want to do it like that. Haiti, the revolt in Haiti, with Toussaint Louverture. They tore Napoleon's ass up. Napoleon was trying to destroy everybody. Napoleon was going through a campaign. Nobody could beat Napoleon, could they? No, nobody could beat Napoleon, but he went to the island of Haiti among those slaves and got his ass kicked. And did we have weapons like what he had? No. We had damn axes and stuff that we used to damn till the ground with. We had that, and it's a story like that in the Bible also. When it said they all took their, you remember what I'm talking about?
Staves and stuff.
Right.
We took staves and forks or something
Yeah,
like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Axes and saws and stuff like that. And tore the damn other armies up. You see what I'm saying? It's stories like that all throughout the Bible. So obviously you just missing everything. Obviously you're a brother that ain't studied. You must not really studied any of this Bible for real.
You can't. Because look, what you understand is, you got the scriptures, the Lord has evil angels. He got angels that he let loose in the earth, and they'll wreak havoc on the earth. They'll wreak evil on the earth. They'll bring there's 4 horsemen. They'll bring war, famine, disease, pestilence. You think the white man's got all submarines and power now? What happens when the crops fail?
Right.
Everything else fails. He got to go to war to try to steal crops from another country.
Right.
What happens when something small happens? A disease breaks out.
Right.
That spreads across all white America.
Right.
And dwindles their numbers off to where they just forced to go into war because they're dying off. Like the movie Planet of the Apes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures, disease, famine, the Lord bring all those things. You know, the Lord can destroy one animal and bring disease through that animal and kill off all the white enemies of our nation to a point where we'll be like, man, we're like more powerful now than the white man.
Right.
They ain't even got enough people to really hold us down. We'll just start taking over.
Right.
Let the white man's money dwindle. He won't have enough money to pay for all these cops. He'll have to subsidize his cops. We'll say, okay, we're only going to protect this neighborhood. We're going to have to abandon a lot of the city. We don't have no more money for schools. We don't have no more money for hospitals. We're going to have to abandon all those. We don't have no money for city cleanup crews anymore, the garbage anymore. We got to abandon everything, and we're just going to keep it in our little area in our neighborhood because we're at the end. We're at the last bit of our money.
Right.
All the Lord got to do is hit the white man's money to where his pockets are so damn broke down. Now, the white police ain't even in your neighborhood. They abandoned half the city.
Right.
What does that mean for us? We can take it over and get the soldiers right in the city. Now, we're running the city.
Right. And check this out. And let me give you an example in my own personal life.
Right.
Now, there was a time where me and 2 of my buddies, you know, Trooper Karab and there was another brother we had named Dale. We was at this all-white party, right? Now, this party was full of white people. We was invited there by some white people that I work with. So when the dudes got mad because one of us was dancing with his woman, right?
Right.
So now they was getting ready to lead this conspiracy to jump us in the damn party, right? But what happened was it became a split. We was bold. We didn't give a damn. Even though they would have tore, it was 3 of us. They could have got us. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we young and strong. You know what I'm saying? We thinking, you know what I'm saying? We don't give a damn. We'll take on all of these people, right? And what happened was that caused a spirit of confusion with them. And they all start fighting each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They all beat each other to a damn pulp right in front of us. We walked right into the car and just took on off.
And if I could, you talking about the white man got like what he said, got the tanks, the jets, the submarines, the missiles. What do you think those are really going to get used on? You think all those weapons are going to be used on black people?
Right.
You think the white man in America is the only one with submarines and jets and planes? You must not have seen the Chinese, what's their army called? Their Freedom Army or Liberation Army. Chinese Liberation Army. You ain't never seen that army, huh? You ain't never seen the army in Russia, huh? You ain't never seen the USSR. Those submarines and tanks and jets, The Bible tells us that they're going to use it on each other.
Right.
And then Christ is going to come and wipe the floor of all of them together.
Right.
They're going to be set up to use them against each other, the other nations, and then Christ's going to wipe them all out.
Right.
So, you know, he said he knew the Bible inside and out.
Really?
You ain't know the Bible unless you in the ISUPK classes, man.
Right.
Unless you in these classes, you ain't going to know these breakdowns, man.
Right. And, you know, and the reason why I brought up that story, it was the power of separation.
That's right.
We separated ourselves and our enemies beat each other down. Now, once we separate from the white man in this kingdom right here, now they have to have a reason to come in and invade us. While we mingled among them, they ain't got to have a reason to do what the hell they do. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to have a reason for nothing as long as we mingled among them and assimilated and all that. But if we separated, now they have to have a reason to go in. Now think about it. Now picture we separate, right? They want to come in against us, right?
That's right.
And we ain't got the weapons and stuff that they got. But then you have one dude that says, well, being the fact that they're separate, now we know that their Lord might be with them. You see what I'm saying? And the other group, he's like, man, forget all of that. We need to go in and just kill these niggas. Now they arguing back and forth. They got two different mindsets. The arguments get heated. You see what I'm saying? He wants to go in, he don't. You see what I'm saying? They argue, next thing you know, their guns pulled. They start blasting the hell out of each other. And we sit within our separation and watch them do it. You see what I'm saying?
And he said something about what he's going to do about the bombs they dropped on the rioters. Look at this. What did they do about the bombs during the Civil War? When they was dropping bombs on niggas and that. They was using cannons. What did black people have to do during the Civil War? All they had to do was separate and stay the hell out of it.
Right.
Don't join the North or the South.
Right.
Stay away from all of them. And then those bombs, like the brother said, they're going to use it on each other. That's all you got to do. What happened with that brother in Charleston? But when them white group was fighting another white group, they beat the hell out of each other, fighting over their beliefs and rights. What the hell is this black man doing in the crowd?
Right.
If he were listening to us, he would never he ain't got to worry about bombs.
No.
We ain't got to worry about bombs. Brothers is dying, ain't no bombs being dropped.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You putting the cart before the horse, basically. Right. You basically, we'll worry about that if we get there. But you worried about something that's far off, that's not going to happen like that. It ain't going to be like, oh, they're just going to drop the planes and drop bombs on everybody. They don't got to do that.
And you only mentioning these things because you really love, deep down inside, you really love white people. Right. You really love them and still want to be in them. Now let me ask you a question. Who would be safer, the one that separates from white people or the one that loves them and keeps wanting to be around them? Because when you look at the pictures of all the brothers and everything that was being hung and all of that, and then come to you find out where they were. You see what I'm saying? They were around who they loved. They were around white people. That's why white people had access to get them, take them up. They weren't going right into the hood and nabbing them up and taking them out the hood and hanging them. They were already out of the hood loving white people. And the Lord used that, you know what I'm saying, the fact that used who they love to carry out judgment upon them. As he's always did all throughout the scriptures. If you knew the Bible inside and out, you would know these things.
That's right. And we add just a little bit more, then we'll end up the class. You know, it's about time. He said, what you gonna do to deflect missiles?
Just like what we said, separation. Right? Separation. You sitting there talking about missiles, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, think about it. When they fire a missile, when they set their fire like a nuclear weapon or whatever, they're going to be trying to take out other strong forces. You see what I'm saying? They want to aim at stuff that's, they'll want to wipe out the power of something. You see what I'm saying? That's the judgment. Missiles is the judgment that the Lord has upon Babylon.
Yeah, we could get that in the scriptures. He don't know the Bible.
Right, he don't.
He don't know the Bible. You ain't read Malachi chapter 4 that describes the nuclear missiles that you talking about we need to deflect. The Lord talking about how them going to be dropped on the white man. Right. So we ain't got to deflect nothing because they're going to hit the white man. Exactly. You don't understand Bible prophecy. You asking about something that don't need no worry. We don't need to worry about that. That's like asking us, what you gonna do about the poisonous jellyfish? Poisonous jellyfish ain't gonna affect us at all.
That's what I'm saying. We don't live at the beach.
We ain't gonna get affected by the poisonous jellyfish. Yo, we're not gonna get affected by the missiles. The missiles are gonna be dropped by Russia, North Korea, and all the countries and nations in Armageddon, in the Middle East. That's where the majority of the bulk of the death from the white man gonna be happening. In the Middle East. All the armies of the countries and nations are going to gather into the Middle East. What are we supposed to do? Separate and gather right here, gather here.
That's right.
There's going to be a remnant of white people still in America, but the bulk of their forces is going to be in the Middle East, focused on World War III.
Right.
Like, man, he got a lot to learn, brother.
Right. You need to be in these classes, man.
Yeah, he got a lot to learn.
You want to know what's go to Isaiah the 13th chapter there. Not saying you do it, but I'm telling you. Read Isaiah the 13th chapter.
Oh, yeah, God, like the scriptures say. Every man going to return to his own people.
Right.
And he that is found shall be thrust through. I got a question for you. What does it mean to be found?
And then, let me also ask a question too. If you're going to love white people and be around white people, what you should be asking yourself, what are you going to do about the nukes? You see what I'm saying?
Because the nukes is about to fall on the white man.
Right. And you join with him, that means, what is your plan so that the nuke will hit him and not you?
That's right. That's right. And when we go to more, we get into class. It's about 6:12.
About something like that.
Yeah, 6:12. All right, with that. We're at Isupk. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And with that, Wakwan Haki Dum, we're going to rise and face the east. Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemaya.
Shabbat Shemaya.
Kodash.
Ayah.
Shamka.
Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Ayah. Aisha. Baharataza. Kawa. Ayah. Bashamaya. Lathamna. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawati now. Kasalak now. Kabawati now. Wala'ah.
Tabanaya now.
Tabayaya now.
Banasaya 1.
Abo.
Hawashaya
now. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa.
Wala'ah.
Wa'ala. Wa'atapara. Awalamium. Aman.
Our Father,
Our
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive those of our debts.
And forgive us of our debts.
As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Barakatah.
Yahweh.
Wayahusha.
Wamayaka'ala.
Walahayo.
Wa'alahayo.
Matazaba'ah.
Matazabiyah.
Alawak, Yahana.
Alawak Yahana.
Alawakyam.
Halawakyam.
Asaranyam.
Asaranyam.
Hakatazananyam.
Akazanayanyam.
Hakayalyam.
Hakayalyam.
Wakawakyam.
Wakwakyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yahana.
Commander General Yahana.
The general.
The generals.
The captain.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Lathana
Nathana now.
Akak.
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 Lorapa'ah.
Alpa'ah.
Kalmaka'ala.
Kalmakala. Magala.
Wakal Madawan.
Wakal Madawa.
Akak.
Akak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarium.
Amatazari.
Akak.
Akak.
Lahakoyim.
Lahakwim.
Amatyum.
Amatyum.
Akak.
Akak.
Aurakwaf.
Arakawat.
Atama'ala.
Atama'ala.
Lagarshan.
Lagarshan.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to
The
heal.
power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Yorubaka.
Yabaraka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wayashamarka.
Yashamaraka.
Yar.
Yahweh.
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 Wanyawa.
Panyawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha'a.
Yasha'a.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayasham.
Wayasham.
Akab.
Akab.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magan.
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 The Thurman family.
Thurman family.
The Sutton family.
Sutton
The
family.
Hill
The
family.
Hill family.
All destroyed of Israel.
All destroyed of Israel.
Done.
The Puckett family.
The Puckett family.
The Cook family.
The Cook
The
family.
Hall
The
family.
Hall family.
Done. Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Make his face to shine upon thee.
Make his face shine upon thee.
And be gracious unto thee.
And be gracious unto thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
And give thee peace.
And give thee peace.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of
In
Yahushai.
the name of Yahushai.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Bless unto Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment, destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death.
And death.
To the heathen.
To the
To
heathen.
speak against us.
Speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy
The
prophets.
teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the schools.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment, destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death to the heathen.
And death to the heathen.
And shake loose the pockets
And shake loose the pockets
of the rich of
of
Israel
the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school.
that refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches
Force their riches.
to enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter to thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses
Send evils and curses.
and punishment, destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death to the Edomites.
And death to the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And the drug dealers.
And drug dealers.
Court system.
The court system.
Prison
The
system.
prison system.
Planned
The
Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek, synagogues, and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinhead.
Posse Comitazi.
Okigo Johnson.
Gay movement.
The gay movement.
Lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Works of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet
And the airwaves.
and the airways.
The cable access channel.
The cable access channel.
and the radio channel.
And the radio channels.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of thy people.
Of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift death.
And bring swift death.
To all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Or try to stop us.
Or try to stop us.
From broadcasting your words.
Broadcasting your words.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the terrorists.
Let loose all the terrorists.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
Destroy.
And destroy.
Cause the terrorists.
Cause the terrorists.
To come against America.
To come against America.
And destroy them in their strongholds.
And destroy them in their strongholds.
Let America shake.
Let America shake.
At the hand of the terrorists.
At the hands of the terrorists.
Let Yahushua.
Let Yahushua.
Michael. Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
And kill all the heathen.
And kill all the heathen.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak that word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread throughout the media.
Cause it to be spread throughout the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake.
Cause them to shake.
At thy coming.
At thy coming.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. Sar. Men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakathon.
Yazmatah. Class dismissed. Yeah, man, we gotta do a whole class on that. But that scary talk he talking.
Yeah, serious.
Cause it's a whole bunch of precepts on that.
Oh hell yeah, it is.